Hello again everyone, this is Kate, and for this tutorial I'll basically be showing a really quick method to making an ocean-like surface and an insight on how to adjust the waves and textures. Okay, let's jump into it, shall we? So in this tutorial we're going to start off by again opening up 3ds Max, and we are going to want to start off with making just a simple plane. So coming over to the objects and creating a plane. We can adjust the parameters, but just create a plane to start off with. So we have that there. We're going to come down and adjust the length. For this one, I'm just going to change it to about 125 to 125. Yep, and then we're able to change the length, the segments to about 300 by 300 to make it really dense. And I'm just going to come in and zoom up to here. So now we have our plane ready to go. So after that, we are going to start by modifying this plane to create our ocean setup. So we're going to come over here, go to the modifier list, go down, and we're going to want to select noise modifier. So we're going to come down here to this one here, the noise modifier. And now that will be on that. We are going to check the fractal button here so we can further change the parameters. We are going to adjust the Z strength down here to about, I'll go 13. Let me just type that in, about 13. So now you can see that we're starting to get some changes to the parameters. And we are going to adjust the scale up here to about 45. So we can definitely see some change happening now. So let's just zoom in. We can see now we're creating some wave-like motion. We can also come down to here for just further adjustments. Select that animate noise checkbox, change the frequency to about 0.4 just to boost that up a bit, and the phase to 29 so we can see how it changes now. Maybe, yeah, there we go. So after doing that, we're going to just go back to the modifier list again. And we're going to now choose the push modifier. Down here, the push modifier. And there we are going to change that to about 1.4. Sorry, minus 1.4. And that gives it some sharper looking ridges amongst the waves. And just to clean that up a bit, so you can see some things jumping through those ridges, we're going to add in the modifier tab again, we're going to add the relax modifier. And just put the relax value to about 1. So it just smooths it out a bit. So we can see it sort of moving now. Very nice. So this is all just adjusted those waves. We can now further detail maybe the smaller waves so there's a bit more difference. So we're going to again apply one last noise modifier. Noise modifier, yep, there. And this time we are going to do the work on the scale. 1. We'll do 1.12. And we are going to change the z-axis to 0.3. So there's a bit more difference. And then we can again animate the noise. Change the frequency to about 0.2, 0.22, 0.25. And the phase to -60. See how it's starting to change those little ones. Yep, there we go. We can sort of see now those really individual wave shapes in the background and in the foreground. And we can also adjust that in changing the seed as well to whatever one we want. Now, to make this more realistic, we can change the material as well, just to add that another layer. So if you select that and go up to the top, go to Material Editor, you're going to want to add a really shiny, glossy sort of base. So if we choose just a really shiny base, let's just trial a couple and see which one works best. Let's do a really glossy plastic maybe. Change that color to a blue base, deepen that, maybe a bit more on the green side, and then deepen that. And you can see what it's going to look like. Change that to glossy, really gloss that up. You can even add to that metal side. Let's see what that looks like for now. Can we try other things like brushed metals? Polished aluminium. Can sort of see that it has that really nice glossy sort of water effect when we render it. Let's try that out now. So after finished rendering, we can clearly see from just this one frame that the water effect has really taken on this ocean-like look to it. Really simple, really easy, and can be used in a background or in any other form. That's all. You can play with it however you like to adjust it to whatever model you're making at the moment. And thank you for listening.